Next, theorem number 4. On each compact oriented end surface S in Rn plus 1, there exists a point P such that the second fundamental form at P is definite. Okay, definite എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ define ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. A quadratic form, okay, script L is said to be definite if it is either positive or negative definite. Positive definite എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ this is greater than 0 for all v not equal to 0. Negative definite എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ script L of v which is less than 0 for all v not equal to 0. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കിവിടെ കണ്ടത് ഡെഫിനിറ്റ് എന്നാണ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ if it is either positive or negative definite എന്നുള്ളതാണ് കണ്ടത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ proof of the theorem. So let S is equal to F inverse C, where F is from U to R, which is smooth. Okay, it's a smooth function. F is smooth function. Now let capital N be the orientation, okay, of S. Okay, now define the function g which is from S to R, defined by which is this g is from S to R by g of x1 x2 etc xn plus 1, which is equal to x1 square plus x2 square plus etc plus xn plus 1 square. Okay, therefore g is smooth function on a compact surface. Okay, so this implies g attains its maximum and minimum on S. Okay, now let P belongs to S be the maximum point of G on S. Okay, now by Lagrange multiply theorem, okay, there exists a lambda such that del G of P equal to lambda del F of P dot which is equal to mu n of P. Okay, where mu is equal to plus or minus lambda into norm del F of P. Okay, so what is this norm del lambda del F of P? Which means norm of this one, that is norm of mu dot n of P. Okay, so this means, so this is equal to this one, so this means mod lambda into norm del F of P, okay, which is equal to mod mu. This is 1. Okay, so this means what is mu? Mu equal to plus or minus lambda into norm del f of p. Okay, so that's why this one. Also, del g of x1 etc xn plus 1, which is equal to x1 etc xn plus 1 to x1 etc to xn plus 1 del g. Okay, we have g is this one, g of x1 x2 etc xn plus 1 equal to x1 square plus etc plus xn plus 1. So del g is equal to x1 x2 etc xn plus 1 to x1 etc to xn plus 1. So this means del g of p equal to, this is p to p, where p equal to x1 x2 etc xn plus 1. Now the sign of mu depends on the orientation of S. Okay, now let mu which is less than 0. Okay, this means S is oriented by inward norm. Okay, inward norm. Then mu equal to minus mod mu. So this means minus of what is mod mu? Mu n of p. Okay, that is equal to minus del g of p. Okay, so that is equal to minus 2 into norm p. We have a del g is here. Okay, and therefore n of p equal to 1 by mu del g of p. We have del g of p equal to this one, mu n of p. Okay, so n of p equal to 1 by mu into del g of p. So this is equal to 1 by minus 2 into norm p. 1 by mu means we have mu equal to minus 2 into norm p. So substituting, then 1 by mu equal to 1 by minus 2 into norm p into del g of p. Okay, that means 1 by minus 2 into norm p. What is del g of p? This is actually p to p. So that is equal to 2 into pp divided by minus 2 into norm p, which is equal to minus pp divided by norm p. Okay, so norm p into n of p, left side n of p. So norm p into n of p equal to minus pp. This is our equation number 1. Okay, now let v belongs to sp. Okay, with norm v equal to 1, and let alpha is from I to s be a parameterized curve. Okay, such that for some t naught belongs to I, alpha of t naught equal to p, and alpha dot of t naught equal to v. Okay, now since alpha of t naught equal to p, which is the maximum point, this is maximum point of G on S. Okay, therefore G of alpha of t which is less than or equal to G of alpha of t naught. This is for all t belongs to I. We have alpha of t naught equal to p is the maximum point of G. So we have this one. Okay, so this implies t naught is the maximum point of G composition alpha. Okay, and therefore we have a G composition alpha whole double dash of t naught which is less than 0. This is our second derivative test. Okay, already we have studied in previous classes. So we have a G composition alpha double dash of t naught which is less than 0. Also we have this one. Also G composition alpha whole dash of t. This means our del G of alpha of t dot alpha dot of t. So this is equal to, we have a del G of p equal to p to p. So del G of alpha of t means 2 into alpha of t dot alpha dot, we can write alpha of t d alpha of t dt. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into alpha of t dot d alpha of t dt dot multiplication. So we have, so this means 2 alpha, this 2 alpha of t dot alpha dot of t. Okay, now what is G composition alpha whole double dash of t? This is equal to, again differentiating, so we have 2 into alpha of t d square alpha of t by dt square plus d alpha by dt whole square. Taking derivative of this, so first into derivative of second, that means alpha of t into d square alpha of t by dt square. So second into derivative, that means d alpha by dt whole square. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into alpha of t dot alpha double dot of t plus ഇതിനെ നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും. ഓക്കെ, ഇതിൻ്റെ ഡോട്ട് പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? ഇത് കിട്ടും. സോ ആൽഫ ഓഫ് ടി ഡോട്ട് ആൽഫ ഡബിൾ ഡോട്ട് ഓഫ് ടി പ്ലസ് this d alpha by dt whole square can be written as alpha dot of t dot alpha dot of t. Okay, so this means this is actually norm alpha of t square. Okay, now we have this one, G composition alpha whole double dash of t naught which is less than 0. So by using this we have 0 which is greater than G composition alpha whole double dash of t naught. This is actually which is equal to 2 into, we have alpha of t naught equal to p. Okay, so this is pp dot alpha double dot of t naught plus, okay, this is actually norm alpha of t naught square. So what is alpha of t naught? Alpha of t naught is v. So instead of alpha of t naught we can write V. Okay, so that is equal to 2 into PP dot alpha double dot of T naught. Okay, norm V equal to 1, so we have 1. Okay, so that is equal to 2 into minus norm P into n of P dot alpha double dot of T naught plus 1. Why this? Because we have our equation number 1, this one, P norm P into n of P equal to minus of PP. So what is PP? Minus of norm P into n of P. So by using equation number 1 by 1, we can write this norm P as like this, then remaining is same. So this is equal to 2 into minus norm P. What is n of P dot alpha double dot of T naught? This is actually our Kp of V, and this one, so plus 1. Okay, so this means 2 into 1 minus norm P Kp of V, which is less than 0. Okay, so here we have this one, so 2 into 1 minus norm P Kp of V, which is less than 0. Okay, so that is equal to, this means 1 by 1 minus norm P, okay, Kp of V, which is less than 0, or this can be written as 1 less than Kp of V, which is into norm P, or Kp of V is greater than 1 by norm P, which is greater than 0. Okay, that is for each V in SP with norm V equal to 1, our Kp of V is greater than 0. So this implies for each V which is non-zero in SP, okay, this Kp of V greater than 0. Okay, so this implies for all V equal to not equal to 0, SP of V, which is equal to our Kp of V into norm V square, which is greater than 0. Okay, so this implies SP is positive definite. Now if mu greater than 0, then we will reach the conclusion that SP is negative definite. Okay, so this completes the proof.